Hey everyone, Matt Holland here. Just basically doing a video with a couple of updates, what's going on and what I've got planned for the near future. I know it's been a while since I've actually posted a proper new track. I've just been very busy at the moment, lots of time at work, tiring me out. But just thought I'd make this video just to announce what I've got in plan for the next few months. I've been going through my old MacBook and looking at all my old Logic projects, especially the ones that I have been uploading to YouTube for the last couple of years, and I've decided to take all of the original songs and I'm going to keep the MIDI tracks for the drums, but I'm going to delete all the audio, everything else, and go back at them with a completely fresh set of ears and rewrite them, basically. Re-record them in higher quality with better guitar tones, bass tones, solos. I'll probably be making a sort of video diary to go alongside this and hopefully release an EP at the end of it if I'm happy enough with what I've done. I've already decided on the rhythm tone that I shall be using for this project, and it was made by one of my YouTube friends who is called Hideki. I'll put a link to him down under this video. He's a really great guitarist, really good producer as well, and he's the only person I've ever met who's actually made the Big Bottom simulator on Line 6 sound any good. I'll give you a quick demo at the end of this video, this tone, but no, I just thought it's a while since I've posted anything on here, and I've still got some more tutorials in the work. It's just a pain in the arse trying to do guitar tones, recording system audio when it won't let me do that and have a mic running at the same time because Line 6 is stupid and won't let me run it as a VST in Logic for some reason, and I don't understand why. If anyone knows how to fix that, send me a message, because I really would like to know, because I would like to share my tones with you all. But I've started retracking some of the guitars for the pre-production today, and it's all going really well. It's quite nice to go back to things that I haven't played for a very long time. Some of them I do need to practice a bit because I've forgotten how to play my own songs, which is embarrassing. But the guitar I'll be using on most of it is my Ibanez, which is an RG7321 with a bare knuckle cold sweat in the bridge, which is basically my workhorse. It's taken over from my Gibson ever since I got the bare knuckle in it, because it's just an absolutely blazing pickup. I'll be going into my tone port KB37, which I'm also using to lay down some of the synth parts and some of the drums when I can't be bothered to use piano roll. For the bass, I'm using an Ibanez sound gear, which was very kindly lent to me by my friend. It's a 5-string, possibly the meatiest sounding bass I've ever heard. Very difficult to make it not clip, but also very fun to play. For some of the solos, I'll still use my Gibson and my RG550 as well, but probably most of the guitar tracks you'll hear on the album will be my 7321. Just a few more bits about the setup I'm using now, because I haven't done a proper walk around video, but I've quite recently upgraded almost everything. For recording guitars, I'm using a real TS9 Tube Screamer and a real Boss NS2 noise gate, and that's going into the Line 6 and into the amp sim. But I'm not using those with this new tone that Hideki has given me, but for some of the tones I will be using that setup, because it has served me well. As far as monitors go, I use 2 different sets of speakers when I'm mixing stuff for myself and for others. I've got a pair of old Panasonic hi-fi speakers that I must have had for about 10-11 years now, and they're not particularly flat or great for mixing, but they've got such a sort of... I'm so used to how they sound, and I know how they make all my favourite songs sound, so I know when something sounds good on them. And for monitoring purposes, I recently acquired a pair of Yamaha HS80Ms, which in my opinion are absolutely stunning. And I'll be making a proper video review in the coming weeks to show them off a bit and show you what they're capable of and how they're just as good a pair of listening speakers as they are monitoring. I don't get any ear fatigue like I have using KRKs and Mackeys. They're just so good, and whatever you throw at them, they really help you bring out what is the best thing about the music. I've stopped using my MacBook, as you can tell by me getting all my old projects off it. I've recently acquired an iMac 27-inch with the i5, and it is an absolute demon. It's so nice being able to run Superior Drummer without it crashing every 2 seconds. Logic runs like a dream. it also makes a pretty good TV. But that's what I'm using now. I'm still using Logic 8 because I don't really have the cash to upgrade to Logic 9. And the mic I'm recording myself on today is a SE Electronics SE2200A, which is another great mic. And I was looking around for a large diaphragm condenser at a sort of reasonable price. I didn't want to scrimp on it and get something crap. But I found it for about £200 and it has got such a nice response. Records acoustic guitar brilliantly. I've also used it to record a swing band just as an ambient room mic, and I ended up using only the capture from the SE. And I had pencil condensers and a couple of dynamic mics around the room, and the only one that was worth listening to was the SE, so I'd thoroughly recommend that if you're in the market for a vocal and instrument mic. Trying to think what else. People have asked me in my comments before what strings and picks and cables I use. For my guitar cable, I use a Planet Waves Pro cable. I think it's a 10-foot one. I prefer the shorter one because you get a bit less interference over it and it doesn't tangle as much. I use the Jim Dunlop Jazz picks, Jazz 3s, so they're not the smallest ones, but they're a lot smaller than ordinary picks. I mean, it feels completely bizarre playing with an ordinary size pick now. They also have the pointed end, which makes it perfect for lead work because you get a bit more attack out of them. As far as strings go, I use D'Addario strings, and they make a set specially for 7 strings, which I find suit my tuning and playing perfectly because they're fairly light, making them nice and easy to play for long recording sessions. Also, the lighter strings tend to ring out a bit more brightly because people often think thicker strings equal better tone, but that's almost 100% not true. So what else? So, as far as drums go, I'm still using Superior Drummer 2.0. I still can't fault it. I might get Metal Foundry soon, but at the moment the sounds I can get just using the plugins in that and the plugins in Logic, also the PSP AudioWare plugins that I use a lot, I see no need to upgrade. I've used the PSP Vintage Warmer on various aspects of the mix. I use the mix saturator on the bass. I sometimes use the Lexicon reverb and delay on the clean guitar tracks, just to give a really spaced out sound. Sorry, I've got a bit of hay fever at the moment. Yeah, that's it. I'm just taking a new approach to recording as well with these songs. The first time I recorded them, I definitely wasn't as accomplished a guitar player as I am now. I mean, I'm by no means a good guitarist, but I used to have to record take after take after take of each bit, and you know, the songs would, rather than being flowing pieces, they would be pieces of shit made of fragments of takes where I'd got frustrated and just recorded each few bars separately. I'd much rather go for an approach where I'm recording a whole track, and if I get it wrong, just going back to the beginning and start again. So I'm going to take a lot of time over this and try and give you all my absolute best. I won't be selling it or asking for any money for it or anything. All I want is your honest feedback, and if you've lasted this long, thank you very much for listening to my video. I'd just like to finish by giving you a quick demo of my rhythm tone, or Hideki's rhythm tone that he sent me, that I'll be using for most of my EP. Anyway, thanks for listening, and keep an eye on my channel basically for what's coming up. I will be doing recording diaries and hopefully some with video, but yeah. Thanks. Bye.